A new day, a new opportunity to go out in nature and take some time to be in silence first and then reflect about the important things, because as you probably know, most of us are living in very dense noise, and it's becoming harder and harder to filter out what's important for us, what's actually healthy about the way we live. Because right now, I'm pretty sure that amidst the work, the worries, anxieties, depressions, confusions, and so on and so forth, there is very little room about the actual things that matter. So I think it's important to make room about some quality time, to be alone, and to see what's actually going on with our life, to pick apart our daily routine and see possibly what are the things that are going wrong for us, so that we could reassemble our life in the best way possible. Obviously, that's not easy. I mean, I've never said it, and I would never do so, but it is doable to an extent that you don't just decide to end things, which is a very tragic way to go from life. And I'm jumping to a very extreme example here, but one of the saddest aspects of life is to know that some people are suffering so much that they just can't take it anymore, and they leave. And I'm also pretty sure that many of you would judge them, would tell that these people are selfish, that they are very ignorant, and that it's a very, very stupid thing to do, to just decide that's it, I'm checking out. But let me give you another perspective, and I don't want to be mistaken here that I defend people who are going to that extreme length of concluding they are suffering. No, I am very, very, very much against this. I am pro-life, if you can call it that way. But I just want to give you an example. What happens if there is nobody to give you help, to listen to you, to understand you, and to try to help you figure out how to reassemble your life and find the things that could actually pull you toward life, and not, the other way around, push you away. Suffering could be so much that it reaches an unbearable level of extreme, and no medications, no spiritual gurus, no stupid crap like, oh, just don't think about it, oh, you're so negative, and the only way to fix this is to chant some crappy affirmations like, I'm so happy right now, I can do anything, I'm a billionaire, and I'm the most educated person in the world, so yeah, that's the way to do it. Of course, that's stupid, because it is delusion, first and foremost. And secondly, this or similar approaches don't really spot, identify, and then heal the actual wounds that create the suffering. And I'm no expert here by any means. I'm anything but related to the field of psychology or psychiatry. I'm just sharing here an opinion. So please take it with a grain of salt. Don't listen to me, because I'm just another speckle of this internet noise called videos and whatnot. But anyway, I just mean that removing suffering in itself it is not the ultimate goal, but it is actually understanding what suffering is signaling to you. Because suffering is like a compass. It's not the bad guy here. It is pointing out that there is something very wrong and that you need to fix it in order to get your balance back in life. It's like, let's say your tooth hurts, when you eat something. This pain, again, it is not against you. You might try to suppress it with some pills, but unless you go to your dentist and figure out what's the problem, dig it out and fix it, the pain won't go away. So this is very much similar to what's happening with our minds. When we are anxious, depressed, stressed out, and all the other beautiful things, we are suffering. So naturally, especially when you follow all those stupid ads, take the latest pill that would help you minimize your stress, you'll be just like new, and then with the promise of go to the same stupid crappy job where your boss screams out, but you have the latest pill, so you would be feeling so much better. Come on. The only way to just push away suffering is to deal with what's not working for you. And I'm very, very much sympathetic with people who are going through the roughest, most extreme levels of suffering that would push them toward thinking about ending it all, because they are some of the most misunderstood people. And that's tragic, to say the least. The medical system doesn't help them that much. It just pushes down their throats the next new pill, and then just checks on them like, does it work? Yeah, it's okay. Okay, then keep going. And that's it. So I don't know, I guess this video is becoming a little bit misstructured and chaotic, but listen, what I'm trying to say here is that no, suppressing the problems and distracting yourself with some random things that people tell you, that affirmations, only positive thinking, stretching yourself, doing those yoga poses and stuff like that, or compensating your suffering by going to the gym and then lifting some weights, that this would just erase your problems. No. Even if you run 200 kilometers, or I don't know, lift 300 kilograms, and I don't know, maybe you could even just launch a space shuttle and go to Mars whatsoever, but this won't fix your problems unless you dig them out and then look at them and say, that's it. I'm not gonna live with those problems anymore, and I would have to deal with them. I would have to deal with them. I'm sorry. So, what this means, if you have a very toxic work environment, then one thing you could do is to try to talk things over with the people who are ruining your life at work. Because some people would say, oh yeah, you just leave your work, but it doesn't work like that. I mean, you have your mortgage, you have your family to feed. It's not working like this. Don't just take advices like that, just do it like that. It's not working like that. So try to talk things over with your colleagues or your boss. Explain that you cannot be productive if you are stressed out and if you are being hammered down every day for things that are just outstandingly stupid. And then, if things work out that way, by talking calmly, and try to explain your situation and how this affects you, then that's amazing. Because if it works out, you can move on. But if your case, so to speak, is met by ignorance, and your colleagues or your boss is an idiot, then you just have no other choice but look for another job. But be smart about it. I mean, don't just quit like that without any backup plan. At least have some savings for several months, if that's possible for you, of course, depending on where you live and what you are working right now. And look for another job. Any job, actually, because any job would be better for you than remaining in a toxic environment. I can tell you that you don't have to be an expert psychologist to say that with 100% certainty. Wherever there is no toxicity, you would be fine. So, figure out if you have problems at work, then just deal with them immediately, because life is just going like this. There is no time to waste on trying to please idiots and to prove yourself just to be treated a bit more like a human. No, you have to be treated like human right now, this very second. And if somebody doesn't respect you, then let them fuck off. That's it. Simple as that. This is your life. This is your life. And you also have some terms that need to be met. It's not just living by other people's terms and expectations. And that's a hard thing to swallow, because you're being told something like, but you have to be serious. You have to be the person who is responsible and always trying your best to do this and that. But what about others? What about others? What if you are doing your best and still you're being just thrown around like, I don't know, a garbage bag. Then what? Some gurus would probably say, oh, yeah, but because there is something that you probably don't do right. Yeah. I mean, it's always you. It's always, this extremely stupid statement that, if there is something wrong in your life, it is your fault. Oh, you could actually find so much comedy in those motivational videos where they tell you're the only one who can fix the universe. If it's you changing, then the world changes, and blah 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 blah. Yeah, right. So how about if you follow this extremely stupid advice? You're eating healthy, you are studying, you are exercising, you're reading, you're improving yourself, and so on and so forth. And then you just go out and a bus hits you and then you die. So, what could this amazing advice tell you? How is this your fault? How? Yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, again, I really didn't think about the structure of this video, because I have so many thoughts about the chaos of life, the various facets that we have to think about and we have to deal with and to navigate, because life is just, you cannot put it in simple words and to chart the way to the perfect existence. It doesn't work like that. Everybody's life, everybody, I mean, it's so different. And even if you try to copy the steps of another person, let's say he is successful by some standards, and you decide to follow those steps, you don't have this guarantee that things will work out with you. Not at all. In fact, there are many people out there who are working very hard and they don't have this, let's say, financial success, because in this world, success is mostly measured by what car you have, how many bedrooms your house or apartment has, and how often you go to vacations in Bahamas and other exotic places. So yeah, well, I mean, it's an interesting thing, life and dealing with people. But let me conclude this video, because it has become very long. And anyway, I don't think even people would reach this video, but still, if you are suffering, go out, find a quiet place, really. If you have the opportunity, take a journal. And then let yourself express your feelings and your thoughts, no matter how harsh they are, even brutal. Just be open. At least be open with yourself. Be honest. You probably aren't with other people, and I understand you, because you don't want to offend somebody, and so at least be honest with yourself. Spend as much time as you need to figure out where this suffering is coming from. And of course, don't expect that with just one sitting in nature, you would reach this epiphany and figure out life. No, you can't figure out life. You are figuring out life until the day you die. And still you won't be able to meet that ultimate answer about equilibrium, existence, and all the things that bind this experience called existence and human life. So, let me end on a positive note, and thank you for listening me or watching me ramble about 21 minutes. And I wish you as much peace as possible. And again, if you feel like you are completely alone and nobody understands you, I know that this won't be something that would help you, but I do. Okay? So, take care.